Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about tankless water heater maintenance. I will be telling you 4 specific things that you can do to properly maintain your tankless water heater. Now, basically, the first thing that you can do to maintain your tankless water heater is remove the cover and make sure that everything looks okay inside. Make sure that there is no debris, that nothing looks off, that no wires are disconnected or anything like that. Now, before you remove the cover, all that you have to do is power the unit off. But I like to just unplug it just like this. I unplug it, I make sure that the unit turns off, and then I remove the cover. And in most cases, to remove the cover, there are just a few screws holding it in place. With this specific water heater, there are 4 screws, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. I'm going to remove them right now. Once you have removed the cover, you can just take a look on the inside and make sure that everything looks okay. Make sure that there is no debris in there. Make sure that none of the wires are disconnected. Make sure that everything looks fine and dandy. The second thing that you should do is clean the air intake filter on the tankless water heater. Now, most of the time, the filter is located right where the air intake tube ends in the water heater. So that is my air intake tube right there, and it ends right there, right where my finger is. You can see that white little piece coming down from the top, right above this black circle. So basically, I just finished cleaning the air filter, so I'm not going to clean it again, and it is quite difficult to remove on this specific model, but most of the time, the air intake filter, the air filter, is just clipped into place, or there may be 1 or 2 screws holding it into place. So just remove the filter, clean it out, and reinstall it. The third thing that you can do to maintain your tankless water heater is drain the sediment and rinse out the strainer. Now, on this specific tankless water heater, it is located towards the bottom. It is right there where my finger is. Not that gray hose right there, but just that little white piece right there. I'm going to try and get the camera in a little bit closer. So as you can see, it's just this little piece right here. I'm touching it. It's right there. And to drain the sediment on this specific tankless water heater, I just have to pull this clip out and have a bucket ready because some water might be coming out, and just flush the strainer and drain the sediment. But once again, I just did that recently, so I'm not going to do it now, but it's a fairly simple process. And the fourth and final thing that you can do to maintain your tankless water heater properly is take a look for any obstructions where the intake and exhaust vents are. So to do that, you would go outside of your house where the intake and the exhaust vents go, and you would just take a look and make sure that there's nothing blocking them, that they look clean, that everything looks fine and dandy with the intake and exhaust vents outside of your house. So I have already done that, plus it is dark outside, it is night, so I'm not going to show you how to do it, but all that you have to do is walk outside and literally take a look at the intake and exhaust vents and make sure that everything looks good, make sure that there aren't any obstructions. And that's basically it. Those are 4 things that you can do to maintain your tankless water heater. They are very, very simple, and before I end this video, I'm just going to put the cover back in place and turn the tankless water heater on once again. Once you have reinstalled the front cover of your tankless water heater, you should definitely turn it back on So I'm just going to plug mine back in. And just make sure that everything works fine once you have turned it back on. Make sure that the unit is powering up properly. Turn on your hot water and just make sure that you are actually getting some hot water. Make sure that the unit is working. And on my tankless water heater, I can see that it is indeed working. The light has turned on and everything is working fine. And it is feeling like I'm starting to get some hot water, so I know that the unit is kicking in and is beginning to work. Perfect. And that is basically it. In this video, I have shown you how to maintain a tankless water heater. I have shown you 4 key tankless water heater steps that you should follow to make sure that your tankless water heater is running smoothly. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.